Welcome to GPTalks. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about cover letters. This episode is one of the last in the first part of this guide, which is focusing on the process of getting the job. In the second part of this guide, we're going to focus on finding what is your perfect job and how to close the skill and experience gap to get it. So stay tuned, but today let's talk about cover letters. But before we do, I just want to point out one thing. Cover letters are very good for positions that require a portfolio or showing how a candidate is a good fit for that particular position. They're not great for entry-level jobs or for junior positions for more complicated jobs, because in my opinion, the best use of cover letter is when you present yourself as a good fit for the position. And let's face it, if this is an entry-level job, really anybody can do it. So how can you be much better than everybody else? I don't know. Second thing is, if this is a junior position, typically junior positions are taken by people that don't have much experience and don't have much of a portfolio of accomplishment. Therefore, cover letter really plays no role here. Cover letters are the most useful whenever a candidate needs to explain how they can bring value to the company by taking that position and bringing their skill set, their experience, their previous accomplishments, potentially their clients. That all depends. But whenever you bring value and you want to showcase it, cover letter is a very good way to do that. One other point I want to make is that I believe that the market is moving to a little bit more digital form of portfolio. So for instance, if you're an IT professional, the best cover letter you can ever have is a Spiceworks portfolio where you'll be able to show your projects and your accomplishments. That speaks volumes so much better than one-page document telling what did you accomplish in the previous company. But not every position has that kind of support from portals that are specialized as Spiceworks. Therefore, cover letter is definitely still a valid element of the recruitment process, and you should really pay attention to it if you really want to get your dream job. There are plenty of templates available online to show you how a cover letter should look like. But the most important part is how you're going to sell yourself through cover letter. What I mean by that is that you should showcase your abilities and your experience that is going to be relevant to the position you're applying for in cover letter. Resume presents you as an overall good candidate that has skills, that has experience, that has accomplishments. This is the first step that separates people who potentially can do the job and people who can't. But what separates a good candidate from a not so great candidate is their capability in showing how they are a good fit for that position and that company as well. Inside the cover letter, what you need to do is showcase your ability to do the same type of job that you'll be required to do through your past experience and through your skills that you already have. I'm a project manager, so it's very easy for me to talk about that particular type of jobs. In a cover letter for a project management position, what I will typically do is showcase a project that I did in the past, that it was a successful project and it produced desired results. This way, I am building a portfolio, showcasing my capabilities, and somebody can read this 2-3 paragraphs on my previous successes, and that builds that reassurance that I am a good candidate, I can deliver of what I'm saying I'm capable of, and my resume is a good indicator of my skills, and my cover letter is a good indicator of how I use those skills. Both together give a very good picture of whether I'm a good candidate or I'm not. So let's dive into details of the cover letter. Obviously, there is some editing that needs to be done in the first place, but let's dive into the content. The first paragraph is just going to be an introduction and showcasing that you're interested in the position that you're applying for. Nothing too fancy. Second paragraph is typically about your abilities, your skills, and your experience. And here you want to have maybe 2-3 sentences, just short introduction. Remember that your resume is already showcasing that, but that cover letter builds up to the next paragraph, which is a project in which you use those skills. So around 2-3 sentences showcasing something about your skills, something about your experience. You can say, I have 5 years of experience in this field and I have this particular set of skills which makes me a great candidate for this position. And that is a perfect setup for the next paragraph, which is probably around 4 to 5 sentences, in which you're going to briefly showcase a project that you worked on, a specific client that you helped, something that you did in your previous endeavors that shows that you're a good candidate for the position that you're applying for. And that can be one specific project or a type of projects that you worked on. If you're a salesperson, you can showcase your sales figures. If you're applying for managerial positions, you can say about how many people you've managed, for how long, with what kind of successes. If you're a designer, you can indicate where people can learn about projects that you delivered on. Maybe you can include some links to your digital portfolio. Basically, it tells your future employer how great you are. And this is showcasing you as the perfect candidate for that position. And then to close it off, you have one paragraph in which you invite a person who is reading the cover letter to call you or to invite you for the next step of the recruitment process. Quick signature and you're done. So that's your typical structure for the cover letter. But one thing I would like to stress out, that although this is a well-received, well-known template, it doesn't have to be like that. I want to tell you about a quick story that recently happened in my life, which was that my wife was looking for a part-time job. And she decided to go and ask for a very small position in one of the fitness clubs. And her cover letter was a very, very honest description of what she's looking for. That was a part-time job, and it didn't really require too many skills, and it didn't really require that much of a professional approach. It is very simple admin job. And she wrote that exactly thing. She's looking for a part-time job. She's having some other commitments that prevent her from having a full-time job, but she would love to have some engagement in small capacity and would love to work for somebody who is local, because that fitness club is just like a few blocks away. And indicating very honestly what is her goal, what she wants to achieve by getting this job, was a very good and honest showcase of her personality. And what ended up happening is that the employer looked at this and say, I like that kind of person that is honest and will just do a good job and just wants to part-time job, will not push me into any other form of job. And it was a perfect fit. So showcasing yourself and your personality could also be good form of a cover letter. In the past, I also saw some cover letters that basically had like 2 sentences. Hi, I'm interested in this position. My portfolio that will tell you everything you need to know is in this link. You click on that link and then you land on somebody's personal website that contains everything you need to know about them. I think I said the good fit way too many times. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time and attention. Please click subscribe if you want to be notified on new videos that come out. and click like or dislike and let me know what you think about this video. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.